a drag queen evangelist. Truly, the church has fallen far, far from God. Let's talk about it.
Thank you for making time to learn and to grow, to deconstruct and to reimagine what church can be, who church can be for, and how church can feel, how it can be a place for anyone, a place unafraid to denounce queer and transphobia, a place which aims to end systems of supremacy, a place where all have equal and equitable access not only to God, but to pulpit and to the community.
Either of you have any questions for Miss Pentecost?
I like your eyeshadow.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you like her eyeshadow. That's great. Yeah. Yeah, maybe she'll let you borrow it. When you're older, when you're allowed to wear makeup. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Well, one of the things I think is great about Miss Pentecost is she reminds us that we follow a God who calls us to not conform to things of this world, that we're supposed to be transformed by the renewal of our minds. And that means that what I think today may have to change tomorrow if I continue to renew my mind. And it's so cool that we serve a God that calls us to continue to grow and continue to change into something new. And to not be bound by the ways that the world confines us sometimes, that we're supposed to live differently.
Truly, this is a sad, sad day when this is what the church has come to. And truly, we can say without a shadow of a doubt that we are living in the last days. We are truly living in the last days. Men are thinking up all sorts of evil. They're trying their hands at everything and anything. And now we have outright rebellious spirits in the pulpit, no less. So-called ministers that are living against godly principles. And then to bring children into the mix. And do you see how cunning and deceptive the enemy is? How he's trying to brainwash the children, how he's trying to infiltrate their minds at an early age. We must not sit silent. And yes, I understand that some things are just going to happen before the return of Christ, but we yet still have a part to play. We yet still must be the voice in this hour. We must still cry loud and spare not. We must still sound the alarm. We must not sit back silently and just allow the enemy to run rampant in the church. I understand that the world is going to do what the world is going to do, but this is the church. And we think we have time. Do we really believe we have time to be playing church when the enemy is running rampant in the church? Spirits of witchcraft and rebellion just prevalent in the church. And we really think we have time. We must contend for the faith. We must not draw back. We must go full force ahead with calling out when we see these things happen, to speak out about it. Because if we don't speak out about it, how many souls, how much blood will be on our hands when we don't speak out about these things? We don't speak up, when we don't contend for the faith, how much blood will be on our hands? We can't just allow the enemy to just come through and just totally obliterate the church with this foolishness. Now, God gives us free will. If that's the lifestyle then someone chooses to live, then that is their lifestyle. That is between them and God. But when you bring that mess in the church and call yourself a minister, and then bring innocent children into the mix? Yes, I have an absolute problem with that. And I will not be silent. I will not keep silent. I will contend for the faith. And I hope you do too. Because now is not a time to draw back. Now is not a time. Let's continue to watch and pray.